Good evening everyone. How are you all? Haven't seen you in a long time. Lovely to be here. Let me go on over to the main scene and stick the audio back on. There we go. Good evening. How is everyone? Darkwing, Calistaran, Will, Adam, good evening. How are you? How have you been? Been a long time no see. We are here back in Dalaran. And yes, as you said, Darkwing, the blog's live already because of the time shift. It's our clocks have gone back here in the UK, but they're not even a couple of weeks yet before it changes in US. So I've already updated the command, which should be that. So we'll jump straight in and we'll talk about the Wowhead Blog because there's lots of really interesting stuff to talk about. As it is number 200 of the blog, we'll give everyone a little chance to come in first. So I'll just leave this up for the moment. Let it all run through. We can just chat through everything that's coming up. Let me just move this around a little bit. Hold on. Where's that? Can't see because of all the different windows I've got open up. See if I remember how to stream. New party balloons in the bank here. Good evening, Talkman. Watching football again? No problem. Thank you, Talkman, for stopping by in any capacity. It's lovely to have you here. How have you been? Obviously, you're looking, so we shall see you. Nice to see you doing Mr. GM's emote there, Adam. Always nice to see. Big fan of Mr. GM. So we have, issue number 200 of the blog, which is, considering I took over at 100, this is my 100th blog, so that's nearly 2 years. So that is amazing. Nonetheless, I'll let everyone come through before we go through chatting things. But how's everyone been? How's been your gold making? Have you been enjoying WoW still? Hopefully, we got 9.1.5 just around the corner now. Karochi, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. You're folding laundry, fantastic. Oh, where's your hat gone? I can see it, Will. It's there. We need to do some more longer ones, actually.
Thank you.
Karochi73 just subscribed. Congrats on the 100 wrap-ups. 3.
Thank you, Karochi. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you for your support. 6 months is amazing. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, 100 Wowhead blogs. That's quite the feat, really. I didn't really expect anything when I started this, and it's just carried on, and I've really enjoyed it. So it's lovely to be able to contribute to the gold making community, and largely the work comes from everyone else. Really, it's coming from the WoW economy subreddit, and it is just a testament to how amazing the community is more than anything else. Bengal, good evening to you. Haven't viewed in so long. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too. How are you doing? How have you been? Are you still playing WoW? Doesn't matter either way. We are supporting everyone and anyone, whether they play WoW or not here. As long as you have a general interest in gold making or WoW art or anything related. How's the new job? Oh, it's going fantastically. Thank you, Darkwing. Obviously, I've had just over a week off on holiday, which we'd already organised before starting my new job. But it's going really well, thank you. I have a video about server choice for making gold, right? Yes, I do. It's quite an old one, but it's still relevant. Going through all the different looking at different populations and things like that. So yes, that should be fairly easy to navigate and find on the YouTubes. Mr. Ugly, good evening to you. Happy Patch Eve. Yes, I mean it's going to be. What day is it today? Yes, it's going to be patched tomorrow, isn't it? No, tomorrow's Monday. Tuesday, we'll have it. Yeah. No problem, Adam. See if I can actually find it. Wow. For gold making, I think would probably come up. There we are. Straight in. Number 1 Google search. That's what we want. There's the link. Copy it there. And I'll pop that one in there. That's the link directly to the video. There we are. lost track of your days. No problem, Mr. Ugly. It's close enough. Confusing the time shift, and I know it's difficult getting used to the. I mean, my brain's been completely off with being on holiday. I have no idea what day it is at this point. It's just confusing. Although that's me in a nutshell anyway. Bit of hiatus from WoW for a couple of months, but I've been playing a lot in the last few days. Had a little burnout, I suppose. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, I've not been playing WoW so much myself. That's mainly not because of lack of interest in WoW. It's more to do with the fact that my IRL is so busy right now at the moment. There's so much going on. We've had a lot of birthdays, holidays, starting a new job. So lots and lots of stuff going on. So I just haven't had the time for WoW. But the great thing is, it's still here. It's as you remember it. You come back and you think, the good old days. You can just go in here and you can do whatever you want. So I've got a whole load of auctions that I'm going to have to restock on. My Zygor's out of date now as well, so I'm going to probably have to update all my add-ons and things. But we'll go and talk blog first. I'll just get myself in position so we can have a look at things a little bit later on. There we are. So the main thing we'll talk about first, where is it? There we are. The Wowhead Blog. So yeah, it's very good and kind of busy. Lots of very interesting stuff going on at the moment. These most clocks auto reset these days. Yeah, that is true. It's very true. Not had time to play so many other games to play too. This is true. I haven't even played many other games. I did jump onto Hearthstone. I think I've got the mount to unlock. Yes, Sarge. So I jumped onto Hearthstone. There we go. We've got Sarge, which is, I think, an awesome looking mount. So I'm glad to add that one into my list of things. So made sure I did that, certainly. Been prepping for your new Druid forms, making sure you have lots of stock for it and all the requirements unlocked. That is very good preparations. I like this multi-box service. Yeah, I haven't really seen the new travel forms. 915 has jumped up on me without me realising, so we'll probably go into all of that at some point. There we go. Got the pumpkin head. Fantastic. Happy Halloween to everyone. Right, let's carry on with the blog as we are. So as I said earlier, number 200. So that's 100 for me, 100 for Gumdrops. So this is a marked changing of the guard. Now I wanted to do something special for the 200th one, and there was a lot of talk recently about professions, and I really started thinking a lot about professions over the last few weeks. So I put together a Reddit post. This all came from a tweet by Night Moogle, who is advertising a position that's open for Blizzard at the moment. There's a link to it here. So they are looking for well-rounded applicants to primarily support the development of professions in WoW, which is an amazing job opportunity if anyone is interested in working for Blizzard. So they've got a high-level plan, many details are finalised, but there's a good deal of implementation across a wide swathe of the game in this position. So they're really looking at hiring people for professions, and this is the actual job listing here with a few bits. So basically, candidate for this job will be excited about creating a path for a player to craft an exceptional item, planning an ecosystem that promotes economic activity between players. So this is very important. Economic activity between players and integrating professions throughout the experience of the WoW expansion. So these are really got me thinking and about what was good, what worked well, and all of that kind of stuff. To integrate professions, organic part of the world, from resource nodes, creating intriguing recipes, that are a piece of the balanced endgame ecosystem, and develop ideas on how to position professions to encourage. Now this is another important thing: encourage positive player interaction. So this is a key thing that Blizzard are looking for at this point, and that really got me thinking. What is it about professions that we love? I mean, for me, there's several aspects to it. I love the collecting of the recipes. I love the gaining the skill. I love taking the resources and from one person, and then transforming that into something else that is of value to someone else, and making gold for myself along the way. So I'm paying money to those that are farming the resources, mining and herbalism and all that, and then I am turning that into something that is a profit for me and adding value to those items, and then selling them to players who will then get value from those items. So it's a win-win all round, and that has been my focus for gold making for 4 years now, since I've been streaming. Really, that's what I've focused on. It's gold making, obviously. So where are we at now? We're here at Shadowlands. We have lots of different expansions, lots of different takes on professions throughout the expansions. And so I thought, okay, let's have a look. What was the good? What was the bad? What's the ugly? As Kuhn put in his response post. And talking about sort of like, why do you have professions in the first place? You know, what's the point? And so that's where I was talking about taking everyone getting something out of it, from going from the farmer to the crafter to the end person and all that kind of thing. So I got thinking, so okay, so what's worked well? Now obviously I caveat this is my own personal preferences more than anything else, and then that's why I asked lots of other people to contribute as to what they loved about professions. I mean, one of the standout things for me, strange one for me, shirts, I think is a really nice example of something like tailoring, where you can just make a whole range of cosmetic items. Mostly they don't cost a lot to make, but a lot of players will pick them just simply for the looks, so they can use in either RP situations, or just because they want to not look like your standard character. And there's lots of different variations in all the different shirts, the colours, the patterns and all that. And for me, as a tailor, I love the idea that I make a whole rack of shirts and I put them on the marketplace, and then people can come along and browse and buy, and everything from like just standard shirts to up to sort of like the rich purple silk shirt. I mean, that was a great example, just because it was quite hard to get hold of, and having the purple border. So when you had your, where is it? We'll just move here a minute. You don't have it now, unfortunately, but it used to have a purple border around it, and people liked the fact that everything had a purple border, and so that's why the rich purple silk shirt would be quite valuable. Need another Samadan starting a fresh character series that maybe Horde this time. Interesting one, Bengal Turtle. I could do a Horde one. What I would like to do maybe is, what with the classic season of Mastery coming out, I was wondering whether to start in there and do something like hardcore. Excuse me one moment, just heard a... Alright, I'm back. Okay, that was poor Mrs. Samadan got attacked by Cookie, and she's run up here, and she's next to me, looking quite twitchy tailed, shall we say. I'll have to watch out. Sophie, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Darkwing. Where were we? We were talking about a Horde series. Might be quite interesting. I do have a couple of Horde characters, or I could do. I was thinking maybe Season of Mastery or something like that. Yeah, it was definitely Cat Attack Will. Definitely a perfect shirt pick for Halloween. Yeah, definitely. This is my shirt for Halloween. Ooh. Picked it out especially. What else did I miss on everyone else coming in? Yeah, I think I think probably Cookie's going to come over. Hopefully she's not going to attack me. Seems a little grumpy at the moment. A little too frightening, if you ask me. No problem. Right, let's get back on track. Where were we? Wowhead Blog. There we go. Okay. Hope I'm doing well. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. We're just going through the blog. We're talking about all the various things, with professions, and where did I get to? We're talking about what's worked well. So I was saying I like shirts at the moment. I really enjoyed the enchanting tools of the trade. In particular, Ewan's enchanting rod, I think, was a fantastic
kind of
example.
Bengal Turtle just subscribed.
Thank you, Bengal. That's very kind of you. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. Yes, Ewan's enchanting rod was a great example of discrete but achievable quest lines, resulting in a more efficient way of getting raw materials. I think that was a really nice sort of long-term goal to aim for with professions, and it gave you something that was worthwhile in the end. I mean, they didn't all work out so well. I mean, obviously, the randomness of Silas, we always remember that, of course. We can do... Where's my soundbox gone? Hold on, everything's moved around. We can do that for you, Darkwing. Number 10 is 8, 9, 10. There we go.
I keep the voice in a loop.
There we go. Zansville, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Yeah, we're just talking about the Wowhead blog at the moment, going through professions. I know you contributed to the Reddit post. There's lots of really good responses from everyone. Lovely to hear everyone's thoughts about it. The next thing I was thinking of, obviously barriers to entry. I don't think you should make it very easy to get into professions and get all the way up to the maximum, because you need something to aim for. Otherwise, if everyone can do it really easily, there's a kind of a flooding of the market, and the prices tank and nobody really gets anything out of it. So I think there's some sort of barrier to entry is definitely useful, whether it's skilling up quest lines, the Legion system, the profession quests in Legion, I think got really well received. If you look at all the responses and things like that, that seems to be something that everyone favours, the way that kind of worked. Can be Salah, good evening to you. The blog is live at the moment because of the time zones. It went live just literally before I did. The holiday was fantastic, thank you, Valestris. A really nice relaxing cottage in Wales we had. It was just nice to just chill out and enjoy the scenery. So I think obviously barrier entry is important to think about. The Legion system seems to work quite well, and a lot of people seem to agree on that one. Things that I didn't find though, Nomi in Legion was a problem for me, because it was just simply relied too much on RNG. I mean, I did eventually go through and get all of the rank recipes. I think I did them all. Let me check. Character, no, next one. Professions, cooking. Let's just go to the standard interface. Where did I get to with Legion? Food of the Broken Isles. Yeah, looks like I got pretty much everything. Anything unlearned? Feast of the Fishes is the only one I didn't do. That comes from Keeper Rainey. Didn't do that one. So I've got a few I need to grab there. And a couple of Cultiran ones I'm missing there as well. Prepare and Guy Skewer, Cooking Fire. That's from a quest, and that's a drop from Rather Gluttonous. Okay. And then I've got a few I need to get that actually. Court of Harvesters Revered. I probably have that, I think. And that's Treasure. Okay, I haven't got that one. Okay, anyway, I'm getting distracted as always. Hold on. Here we go. Where's the blog again? But yeah, I loved in general the way Legion did all the questing systems and everything. And Silas, obviously, we remember Silas from BFA. That was that relying too much on RNG, and the Silas proc only being able to craft in those 10-minute windows was really, really frustrating. Mop know me daily though. Well, that's fair enough. Definite squirrels. And then what also didn't work, the scrapper. I think we can all agree the scrapper was kind of a bit too much, really. I really didn't enjoy the fact that Expulsum was bind on pickup, and you couldn't trade it between other people, and it was just, you were limited to those 9 items at a time, and it was just frustrating. I mean, I do admit to having a certain satisfaction in calculating the most efficient pricing. We all saw the video on that, but that's the thing, really. And the other thing I didn't particularly like at the moment is, I think I mentioned it here, I mentioned it somewhere else, is the whole legendary system of Shadowlands. I really didn't enjoy that. I think the barrier to entry for that was purely just piles of gold, and it was just so much gold, it just took it out of the market for so many people, which was such a shame. Find it harder and harder along the way. Do a day of playing trading, and then you're off. 3 or 5 days to recharge. Things you like the game and want to play, main things you like to do, but repetitiveness and grind are so huge, even the trading, so it wears you off. Absolutely Arabenic. Finding the thing that's fun for you and keeps you motivated is always the core thing with any game, really. And if there comes a point where you're just not finding it fun, then the best thing, like I said, is just take a break and do something else, and then it will always be there when you want to come back. I mean, I've barely played any WoW, simply from being busy at the moment, but I think what keeps me going is always having something to do, or some kind of long-term goal that I can start chipping away at. I mean, for me, it's collecting recipes. That's the ultimate long-term goal. I only have to look into all my all the things lists here of all the things I haven't got, realizing that there's a lot of stuff missing here, and this is just cooking. Just think of everything else I haven't got. BFA is not too bad at 92 and Legion at 98%, but I've got a whole load of missing recipes here and stuff like that. Here's some rep stuff you want done. Tonight's the night, the Darkmoon Fair and Hallows End up, so that's 20% extra. Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. 20% more XP and rep only today, thanks to Darkmoon Fair and Hallows End buff. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Sirius and Darkwing. Stealing your tip. Thought of it first and only noticed yours later on. That's fair enough. And you're quite new to the gold making tile. Well, welcome, first and foremost. Doing good with leatherworking and alchemy. Believe you spend so much time on making heavy desert leather to save 6 gold per heavy leather. Anyone just buying it instead of making it? I tend to find the price of convenience, as long as I'm making a profit, I would probably go for convenience over anything else. That's the kind of the thinking behind me. If it's just too much time and too much effort, and I'm not getting a huge amount of profit difference, then I'll go for the easy option. Yeah, takes 10 minutes to save you 2.8k gold. If you could rather spend that 2.8k doing other things, then obviously just do that. Real Meme Lord, good evening to you. What would be the best thing to spend your time farming? First and foremost, what you enjoy would be my first thoughts. But if you're talking about gold per hour, look at the add-on Worth It by Dalla GG. Let's find it. He's done a new add-on as well, which I haven't included at the moment. But where is it? Worth It. So use Worth It, and it will look at the market rate of all the possible things you could do. If you're dual gathering, go over to the dashboard and look at farms, mining herbs, multi-farms down here, and this will be a combination of what you can do. And look at the gold per hour. This is kind of gives you an idea, looking at the sale rate as well, and just have a look at some of these and think about what you might be able to do. Some of these are obviously skewed. It looks like Saronite ore. Sale rate's not great on these. I'd probably go with something a little bit higher, like maybe Dreamleaf, always a good one. Or if you want something more current, then Sinvir ore would be a good one to go for. Get some lithium ore and stuff like that. I'll go with something like that. Just have a look and just take whatever you fancy from that list and give it a go. Do a few routes. Very, very useful add-on. Yeah, pets and recipes, and that's going to keep you busy, Arabeni, definitely. Pets as well. I mean, that's a market I haven't gotten into as well, but definitely. Be nice returning to go again to do some relaxing auction house and daily stuff, whilst also having a new world to play. Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing, isn't it, with Zanzibar, is being able to mix it up. I know a lot of people who have, yourself and Mantheus especially, have jumped over to New Worlds just to check out a different market, and I think it's always good to just change things up a little bit, and now's probably a good time. But 915 is just coming out. There's lots of interesting stuff coming in there for alts if you're interested in that. Be interesting to see how that pans out in terms of sales and things. I'd have to be online to be able to make the sales though. But we'll see how things go. You're sad we don't get the 9.0 campaign skip. Oh, is that not a thing? Oh, that is a shame. What changed on that? Is it just wasn't? I must have missed that on the news. You only get soul binds now. Oh, that's a shame. It's a real shame. I wonder why. Is it going to come at some point, or is it just not ready yet? That's an interesting one. I hadn't heard of that one. I assumed it was coming. Yeah. Just didn't get added onto the PTR, so then perhaps they just ran out of time, unfortunately. Oh, that is a shame. I know, especially with your mission table plans, that was going to be a big draw just to be able to skip by that as well. Yeah, the whole skipping the initial, just getting your new alts in, was going to be a thing, wasn't it? Anyway, let's carry on with the blog for the moment. So, what to look forward to in the future? This has got me thinking. Okay, well, what would we like in future expansions? I'd like to see profession items have more value to other players, not just cosmetic, but also in usefulness. Perhaps unique effects like the Legion legendaries. And then I was thinking about the Relic of the Past system. I think that was a really good system that was just badly executed due to having to chase after all the nerfs of the vendor shuffles that were coming out and we were reporting on at the time. It was a good idea, but because everything got smashed with the eye level changes, none of the items ended up being that useful to fresh level 50 players. And not really that useful, apart from a few maybe Mr. Pandaria items for leveling either. So, which was a real missed opportunity, I think. I think if we can have some more increased Relic of the Pasts that can boost the eye level even higher, I think we've got some great opportunities there for introducing or reintroducing some of the older gear to add some flavour to more current content. Not necessarily Mythic Plus and things like that, but maybe just things that could give you an alternative to something current. Dayoko, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. We're just going through the Wowhead blog at the moment, talking about, well, first this was my Reddit post with all my thoughts about professions, and then next comes down everyone's responses, which thank you all for those that responded to the post. There's lots of really good ideas here. I've just done a few snippets here because there's so many great ideas that came in here, and everyone wrote really nice long answers. I would highly recommend follow the link to watch the original thread and read what everyone was saying. It was in the initial patch notes review post. Yeah, exactly. It was one of the draws, really, wasn't it? I'm surprised it didn't make it in, given they seemed so keen on getting it in. Records came back with some really interesting left field ideas for professions, and one of the first takes on it was what biggest hope for professions, and whatever happens, is that it can make players' profession choice feel as important as their class choice. You know, someone introduces themselves as a night elf blacksmith, and that got me thinking, and I got some ideas for that further down in the post. And then Record goes to a lot of different ideas about balancing the economy and a whole load of interesting stuff there. So definitely jump onto his post and have a look at that in more detail. So token awards renowned for 40 and campaign quests no longer give renown. Token awards renown 40 and campaign quests no longer give renown tokens, so people don't have to do the campaign. Oh, there is something you can buy, yes, as Darkwing said. Sorry, I missed that earlier. Serious. Yeah, you can buy that. If you, I think you can you buy it at 80. I'm not sure. I've got a cookie just coming into the bottom of the corner of the camera there. She's going to go for a little sit down. Right, Fade has some great insights into sort of like the balancing, and they actually think, you know, not to have anything professions impacting gameplay, simply because if that becomes part of the meta, then a lot of the people will just say, well, these are the two professions you have to have if you want to be able to do this or this, and obviously that makes it very limiting for those who like to min-max things, and having to always swap out professions and being obligated to switch professions, I don't think is a great idea at all. But if there's something that you don't have to have that profession in order to be able to create the gear, if you can sell it, then great. I'd much rather that. And then obviously WoW tokens, I think is an important thing. You need to have the WoW token from the sense of that is the entire motivation for me to make gold. That's what started me making gold 4 years ago, and that's what continues to inspire me to make gold. Simply the thought that I can pay for my game time with gold and just play the gold making game well in order to make the gold and then pay for my game time. For me, that's the fun part of it, and that's the motivation. If you got rid of that, I would not be very happy, and I don't think I'd carry on playing. Ragu was saying they're not a fan of the fluff quests, which is fair enough. You know, doing it for the 15th time on an alt, yes, it does get boring if you're trying to do multiple of the same professions on the same alt. Maybe there's other things we can do where you can pass on professions, which is another idea I had. Kuhn had a nice big long post. I just summarised a very small part of this. In the conclusion, lost their gearing purpose for many players' main character simply because they're not useful. A lot of thought into finding their niche in the game, which I think, yes, cosmetics, and there's lots of things you could do there. Profession can be a fantastic tool for utilising currencies, which is an interesting idea. Kuhn goes a bit further into sort of using currencies to pay for certain things. There's a massive grey area when it comes to balancing, obviously, and player catch-up mechanics, which is obviously ties in a little bit of professions as well there. You can skip. You should be able to skip Cloth here, shouldn't you? If you haven't completed the 9.0 campaign, you can't do more than 3 chapters in Chains of Domination. Yeah. But you have to have actually done the whole campaign, which then gives you a problem, doesn't it? Yeah. To 3 dailies rather than 4 to 5. I mean, it depends on how many ults you're going through, I guess. 3 should be. I mean, it depends on how many you want to do. But I think it at least gives you a start, being able to skip and go in. I think having to do the whole campaign, though, I mean, I'm going to have to do that on my 4 characters anyway, so I can see that's that could be tricky. But at least getting to Korthia is always nice. I can do bits of Korthia, like getting the Death's Advance rep, whilst also maybe just dipping in and doing the campaign as I go through. But I'm not going to do it on more than 4 characters. That's my limit. Gumdrops came up with a nice thing talking about liked how professions were introduced in Legion again. Second that motion. The Draenor upgrade essences and Legion Obliterum were quite nice. Having things to sort of upgrade your gear without actually having to have the professions. Unfortunately, the whole essence thing is no longer part now. You can't do that, so hopefully that will come back. Plato, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Not to your understanding, it's not a fix. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm okay with that. I mean, yes, it would be nice to be able to do. If you've done the campaign before, I think you should be able to skip the whole lot. But I think you have to at least do the campaign once. Would be my preference, certainly. Heirlooms and good bonuses for faster leveling. I mean, that's something at least. I haven't really looked into the heirlooms too much, but it's nice to have heirlooms actually having a purpose, certainly. There's a whole load of other posts. Cuthbert had some great ones talking about embracing professions in terms of cosmetics. Zanzibar, you had a nice one talking about need more substance, integrating crucial parts of the gameplay. Good example of that is Shadowlands Legendaries. If that's not to their liking, you don't have to do it. But there's a lot of problems with Legendaries, as you see. It's very hard to see good parts of the system. Mantheus came in with a nice long post talking about Legion again being doing very well. The thought of having lots of different ways of getting a pattern could be quite interesting. I like that one. The BFA profession is better than Shadowlands. Alchemist Silent, Sphere Transformation, and the quest, and the ranked recipes. I did enjoy the whole tools of the trade thing. I thought that was really nice. Can't skip next Covenant campaign since it's your first anyway. The old heirlooms are useless, are they? Okay, that's a shame. Yeah, I mean, professions did get, I think, the raw end of the deal this time around. There were some nice enough bits, I think. I think Enchanting has done me well. I've had some success with tailoring. But other than that, I think professions, if you're avoiding legendaries, professions have been relatively solid with the whole Crafter's Mark 3, 2 and Novice Crafter's Marks. That was another thing. Haven't evolved or innovated. I think peak, as a lot of people are talking about here, the peak ideas were Legion, and if we can do a bit more of that.
Thank you. Sigan_Paul just subscribed.
Paul, thank you so much. Woot indeed. Thank you so much for your support. Lovely to have you here. Get your coffee in. Hope you're doing well. Just using your rest XP slower instead of more XP. Right, okay, thank you, Darkwing. Yeah, I can't remember how they were working. It's a shame, really. The bonus XP was really nice. Did not like it, so didn't continue with same systems. Now in Shadowlands, it's even lesser version. Yeah, I would agree with that to some extent, definitely, Zanzibar. What I would like, though, is I would like us to take Legion even further. So this is my idea. I'm sure other people have had this before. But I think the whole Legion questing system for the start of the professions was great. Let's expand on that. Let's do, you had the Underlight Angler, which was absolutely fantastic. Why can't we have profession artifacts? Nice big profession mastery quest lines that you go through. Maybe you even have to use archaeology or something to uncover the beginnings of it. And every character with a profession can start a quest that's really long and involved, takes you all across the world, and you do lots of different things, and you have lots of different ways of upgrading it, maybe learning rare recipes, getting different things unlocked. I mean, a few ideas I had for this is a long but involved quest line and tasks to gain the artifact, maybe including archaeology. Unlock various traits the more you know a profession, maybe something for each expansion skill level. So say you had a little different branch for each expansion of the profession, and you'd maxed out vanilla alchemy or something like that, and you got a special bonus for maxing out that part of the profession, and maybe you can have extra bonuses for getting a certain percentage of recipe completion for that expansion. So that would really encourage. I mean, that's like a built-in all the things into professions, you know, to really get you collecting up old recipes and things like that. Gives you a whole different aspect to sort of your game. Yeah, more prestige, definitely, something like that, which is what I talk about here in terms of like special titles. If you've mastered this profession, obviously cosmetic rewards would be really nice, and so you look like your chosen profession. So you know a lot of people have like special outfits for fishing. Why not have a special enchanting outfit? You know, you get a special hat that gives you a certain bonus, and so people tend to look like profession masters. Maybe there's a whole set of gear you could do, maybe even certain mounts or something like that. Say you were a gatherer, and you had a special thing to harvest herbs that was a mount that you could run over the herbs, and you could collect up the herbs that way. Have I bought the cat mount yet? No, I haven't, Darkwing. I haven't bought any mounts in a long while. Rested XP is used up the fastest, gained. So it's just handy if you level 1 and leave it and get the others. No, that's true. 10 days in a rested area to max out your rested experience. Crafting bonuses, gathering bonuses for gear, pieces in the profession. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I thought maybe if you're an alchemist and you'd maxed out a lot of your alchemy artifacts, maybe you gained a rudimentary herbalism skill, so you could go and gather the herbs yourself as an alchemist. You're not as great as a dedicated herbalism gatherer, but you could maybe do that as you were running around the world. So it's kind of like a crossover between gathering and the actual profession itself. So maybe you don't have to have like an alchemist herbalist. You could have a alchemist and scribe, but they could potentially learn how to pick herbs just from a basics level from running around. Not as good as a specialist gatherer, but that kind of idea. I think there's a load of stuff you could do here, all about, like you're saying, prestige, cosmetics, little bonuses. Maybe you could do things a little bit more efficiently, things like underlight angler, allowing you to stand on the water. Maybe there were certain crafting tables you could bring out or something like that. A whole load of different things you could do with professions. So that's my next take on professions. I'd love to see the next step up from tools of the trade, profession artifacts, and then the whole Legion questline and stuff like that. But what do you think? What would you like to see? Pop a note in the comments on this, or pop into the chat and tell me what you think of professions, or go into the main Reddit post and put a comment on there. I'd love to hear what everyone thinks. And obviously, hopefully, Blizzard can be watching this, and Nightmoog will be looking at this and maybe making some notes and getting some ideas as to what the community wants. So hopefully, some of this will come to fruition. Who knows? But that's pretty much the Wowhead Blog, issue number 200, focusing on professions. If you are watching through the embed and want to talk about gold making, feel free to come on through and talk all things with us. I'm going to be here for a couple more hours anyway, so I'll park this for now, and we will go over and do a little bit of gold making, collect up my mail and everything that's expired since I've been on holiday, so we'll have to have a look at that. And then we'll go through and maybe restock on a few things. I've got some time. Anima transfers, the level tokens for companions, instant 40 renown, really nice. I was happy about that. Well, that's good. At least Ansible, definitely. I haven't seen Valiola's video about the level tokens. Something like player housing could breed life into professional. Yes, definitely will. I mean, if we had carpentry and player housing, that's a big, massive thing, certainly. Rook Jackson, good evening. A long time indeed. I have been keeping well, thank you. How about yourself? Trick-or-treaters have already gone by. We don't really have many around our area, so those that were around have been and gone. I think the professional material systems need to be thrown out, at least 99% of them. You have solutions but think existing systems are broken. That's fair enough, Second Paul. I'd love to hear your in-depth thoughts, and put it in the Reddit post as well if you have the time. Needed to level them up is insane, like 10,000. Oh yes, I saw that one. That's a lot, really. I think it's I think it's more for those that have a lot of spare and not really much else to do with. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. We've got a whole load of stuff that I need to clear out here. So let's start with clearing my bank, my bags rather. Clear out a little bit of stuff here. We've got a whole load of stuff here that I could probably do with dropping. What's that? We got 213 slippers. Probably don't need those. Let's disenchant those. Excuse me. This is, don't need that. Let's disenchant that. Don't know where I got these from. Let's get rid of those. Get rid of all this meat. The herbs we can send on over. Let's get rid of those. Send the herbs to Awakening. Then we've got a couple of BOEs here that aren't too bad actually. Don't think those are in a group as of yet. Let's have a look. Let's go over. Just drop some of this in the guild bank whilst everything's coming through. Let's grab all of that. Meat can go in here, and fish can go in. I've got some ore here I can get rid of. There's a few other random bits there. Maybe I can, let's get rid of that. Let's post the ore over and make a video on your ideas. Writing a Reddit comment is possible, but would be long, very, very long. Yeah, a video would be great. If you've got, let us know once you've done it, Sagan Paul. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's go here and send over the ore. I guess El Morte should have these. Send those. That gives me 110 spare. Got some more loot there. Let's just go and deposit anything spare in the reagent tab if we've got some room there. Let's go to reagent bank. Anything there? Deposit all reagents. A couple of bits. That leaves me with 113. Okay, let's stick with that for now. That should be enough. Took 2 weeks off, even watching streams. Thinking of leaving WoW soon. Not even the fun of the economy is keeping you interested. That's fair enough, Sagan Paul. I think a lot of people are in a similar moment. Oh, is this the cat? Oh, this looks awesome. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that mount. I might have to get it. Yeah, I mean, if it's not enjoyable, then I would say a break is the best thing, just to save you from doing things you don't want to do. Certainly. Right, Primal Earth, keep all of that. These I'm thinking should be in a group. Let me just check TSM. This is this is my TSM graph. This shows you how little I've been playing over the past month. It's literally just flatlined because I've been so busy. Not lost any gold, there is that at least, but it really does go to show that you need to be in it to win it. Transmog region average by base item. abandoned spear and pygmy shoulders. Let's add those two in. Right, let's go through and run a post scan on what we've got here. There's a couple of things there. Let's just, yeah, that's pretty cheap, 360. Region average is 120. Might get a sale on that. And we'll get everything else. Let's get the expires going. 535 mails. So let's go with that. My NA account has expired, so I might have to decide what I'm going to do with that at some point. Happy to wait out. Yeah, I think that's very sensible, Will. Just see how things develop, and if you get the itch again, then by all means come back to it. Might have bought 3 of the cats for friends using gold yuan from things you learned here, of course. Fantastic, Rook. The fish is a nice feature of the mount. What happens with the fish? Spent so much gold on tokens for Hearthstone a couple of weeks ago. Oh, did you, Zanzibar? I haven't really gotten into Hearthstone. I did it as much as the mount to get the Sarge mount, but I haven't really. I just can't get into it. Never say never for sure. Yeah, they'll still be supporting me. Well, thank you, Will. It's very much appreciated in any capacity. You throw a fish on the ground to summon it. Oh, really? Oh, that's really nice, Coach. Yeah, I like that. Those are nice little special touches that I think are really nice. I might have to see if I can get hold of one. Right, let's start throwing this stuff on the auction house. Get at least my auctions on first and foremost. Yeah, I could see myself getting that mount. I mean, I've got the gold, really. 2.8 million. Let's see if we got anything actually in our banks. Probably have to do a fair amount of restocking, actually, thinking about it. Convert your gold into battle net balance, but screw playing on NA from EU, they won't let me. Oh, that is a shame. That is a shame, yeah. I mean, I found that obviously playing my NA series was the same. I'm glad I at least had my EU one in addition to that, so I can at least do it one way and not the other. Oh, we've got a sale already. Fantastic start to the evening. What else? We've got some shirts coming in, loads of other bits and pieces. It does look a bit like the Cheshire Cat, definitely. It's got a nice Alice in Wonderland vibe, definitely. Again, Cat, good evening to you. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Absolutely lovely to have you here. How have you been? It's been a couple of weeks since I've been online, so lovely to catch up with everyone. Alright, let's get all of these off and back up the auction house. Hopefully make a little bit of gold. Not too concerned. I mean, I'll do my end of month summary probably tomorrow. So I'll go through all the details of what I haven't sold, but there has been some gold. So that's not actually too bad looking at it. We have gained some gold, certainly. You'll find it's work doing well. It's very, very good, thank you. Really got absolutely loads to learn, but it's a really exciting project. I can't talk about it because it's all under NDA, but maybe once it's released I'll be able to say, I worked on that. That'll be a good while away yet. You need your coffee, definitely. 87,200, 230 gear has been selling like absolutely insane. Oh, really, Rook? Okay. That is interesting. I wonder if it's all people coming back for 915 and the alts and things like that, perhaps. I need to finish off my sketch that I did. I don't have it here. If you saw my tweet of my Varian sketch, I'm going to post that over on Patreon once it's done. Probably do a giveaway of the original once I've done that. Nice little thing to do on holiday. Get back into doing my art, which I always like doing. I just very rarely make the time for it, which is always a problem for me. The never-ending time conundrum. Yeah, I think I have to restock on my my mix of leveling catch-up gear, because there's going to be a lot of alts coming through, I think. So now would definitely be a good time to make sure I'm stocked on that. I'll think of what I'll do is I'll do a full restock on Samadan, and then go through the other characters if I have the time, because I think Samadan, being my main gold maker, would make sense to focus on him. Let's grab all of that. There's a whole nother lot on. At least we've got some legendaries on here. Who knows whether any of these are actually going to sell. Will I be attempting the Mage Towers? I'm not sure, actually. I didn't bother with it the first time round. I don't have a huge itch to do it the second time round. I'm more intrigued at the moment to do the whole kind of Iron Man challenge and not die in the classic Season of Mastery. I think that's a really nice thing they've put in the game. Just having that title that you haven't died. That would be really nice to see how far I can get and not die. I mean, obviously, I could just spend my entire time at the auction house, but that would be interesting nonetheless. I know Kuhn did a lot of Iron Man challenges back in the day, but it'll be something fun to do, I think. Not necessarily gold making related. A bit like Minecraft Hardcore. Just make yourself a promise that you'll delete your character if you die, or something like that. Just not something you want to revisit. That's fair enough. I mean, it is. I think that's the one thing that is putting me off, is the amount of time it takes. I mean, I did have my classic series, and I enjoyed that whilst I was doing it, but again, it just takes time. I died to something stupid like a campfire whilst doing a challenge. Yeah, probably me too. Ah, Shara Dave, good evening to you. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Past 2 days you sold 394 leatherworking items for 502k. Very nice. Is that current stuff or old world stuff, or a mix of both? But yeah, the whole not dying thing is, I would definitely die very easily. Happy Halloween to you too. We don't really celebrate it much here in the UK, but I see a lot of people are going out doing the odd parties and fancy dress stuff. That's mainly the 87, 200 and 230 here. Wow, okay, that's a lot. That's really good. I'm going to have to make sure I'm fully stocked on those. I'll do that once I've just picked up the little bit of gold I got here. I think there's a lot of stuff I need here, because I haven't restocked in probably well over a month, so restocking on Samadan is going to be interesting. Let's get everything on first. Got some sales coming through. Enchant Cloak, Fortified Avoidance. That's just sold. That Uncanny Combatant Scepter at 181,000 gold is a little excessive. I have to fix that one up. That needs to be not average, that just needs to be just a region. A lot of deposit fees going here. There we go, let's get the last of that up. And what have we got left? Some more expires, and then we've just got a little bit of gold, surprisingly palatable feast, enchant weapon, lightless force, a couple of things down at the bottom. Nothing massive, but this has been like over 2 weeks ago, so it's been a long time. 16 days expires. There we go. Shrouded Cloth bags, a couple of those, and then some fish and things that I've sent through. What's the Shadowlace tunic? Is that not posted for some reason? Groomveld Mins. Let's just check in on those. So what have we got? The bags and chance 2.6 thousand. Just grab that. That'll cover my deposit fees if nothing else. Let's go through all of that, and then we'll just post this last lot on. Decline that for now, and that. And that, let's just close that down. I need to turn Zygar off actually because I'm not paying for it anymore. Jim's Valid, good evening to you. Have you found things slow down on WoW? I stopped playing due to lack of content, but always like to poke your head back on it. It's definitely slowed down. I'm hoping that with 915 coming out in a couple of days, I'm hoping it's going to reinvigorate people's interest in the game, and we're going to see a lot of activity with alts. So that's what will be my focus, definitely. Accidentally bought 60 silver leaf for 200k. It happens to us all. You're not alone, Tug, definitely. Afterwards, not try and make minor healing potions. Yeah, I think it's one of those things. It's almost a rite of passage to have that. But that's a great thing about WoW, Jim, to be able to just pop your head back in, see how things are. It's very familiar.
How kind of you.
That's the thing I always love.
Jim's Parlour just subscribed.
Thank you, Jim. That's very kind of you. Welcome aboard. Lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for your support. Welcome to the Samadan squad, where you'll find chef's hats and cats, cookies. Well, she's fast asleep. She's just off camera at the moment. Right, how are we doing for our auctions? We've had a couple of sales. Fortified Avoidance and the Veiled Augment runes always seem to sell very quickly. Set buyout protection in TSM. Yes, if you don't know how to do that, go into your TSM under your settings and under is it auctioning? No, accounting. I always forget where it is. Browse Sniper, here we go. Buyout confirmation alert. Set this to something. So show confirmation alert if buyout is above the alert price. Something like, say, don't buy anything that's over 10,000 gold or more than 200% DP market. That will help you out if you are buying something very expensive. Did I miss something else out? There we go. Okay. Right. So check my auctions. That's everything. Let's do it. This is going to be a massive restock. Looking at this, I haven't restocked in a long while. So TSM groups, master profile. We won't do all of them. We're just going to go with cooking, enchanting, and tailoring for Samadan. Restock. Right, here we go. Okay. Grimveld Cape, a couple of those. That's going to be expensive. 7 million estimated profit. Yeah, I'm not convinced of that. Windwall bandages at 180,000 profit each. Yeah, that's not necessarily going to be that much of a profit. Cooking's got the feast. We've got a load of enchanting stuff. We seem okay on enchanting. Gathering wise, excuse me, this is going to take a little while. So let's go through cooldowns, expirations. Get a load of stuff from the guild bank. Number one. There's a whole lot of stuff we need there. So let's move all of that out first. So basically for restocking, you go through your, like I'm doing here, everything that's sold now has a requirement for a whole load of stuff, which is what I'm using the TSM task list for. I've got a video on it over on my YouTube channel that goes through a lot of this. We've got quite a lot of stuff here though. This could be interesting. I want to see how much we need to buy from the, that's not too much from the auction house. Lightless Silk 205, Infernal Brimstone, Enchanted Lightless Silk, and some Shadow Silk. Interesting. Let's see what the price of that is. A load of stuff from the vendor to come as well. Arboreal Shards, 105 of those. That's going to be expensive. Right, let's see how this is. Back with pumpkin spice coffee. Oh, very nice. Next up, blue dye, green dye, fine thread. Okay, let's go for a tailor for this. But this is basically the restocking operation I would do on each of my characters. Quite involved, obviously, with everything I have on Samadan. That's all that done. And what are we left with? Nylon thread we can get from our Brutosaur. We could probably do with, let's go different, oh no, let's go to this mailbox. Bring up our Brutosaur. We could probably just scan for what we've got here. So Enchanted Lightless Silk is 115. Lightless Silk is 68. What's our matte price? Is 60 exactly. It's my smart average buy price. So we do need, what's the price of the Shadow Silk? Oh, that's quite good. 20 gold. We'll buy that. We need 4. I'm going to take all of them. I'll take that. Enchanted Lightless Silk should be the price of 2 Lightless Silk, which is 120-ish. So that's a good price for that Enchanted Lightless Silk. We'll buy, we only need 100, so I'll just take what I'll need. Infernal Brimstone, unfortunately, is going to be the thing we haven't got around to buying yet, so it's still massively expensive. The Lightless Silk, though, is, we'll take that new price. 97 we need. We'll take just what we need for now. That will work as we are. I'll pick up those. We need another 3 Lightless Silk apparently. Now what are we actually missing? Let's just check this. Lightless Silk, we actually need 32, some from the Alts Guild Bank and the Auction House. So let's just get a little bit more Lightless Silk from here. Let's get ourselves, not 5, let's get ourselves 100. Let's get a new price here. Let's go all the way up here, 278. It's quite expensive, but we'll take it for now. Could you sort of some brimstone? Oh, sorry to hear that, Gina. Yes, it's a tricky one. And good evening to you as well. Lining will quest for the brimstone. Yes, that's what I need to do, Derica. I haven't got my miner over on there, but I need to have a look and get into getting the get the infernal brimstone that way. It's mainly for the couple of pets, I think, is the main thing. Right, there we got Soul Dust and Arcana. The brimstone is coming from, so that's from the Enchanting, the Enchanted Cauldron. That's what I want to make. I just need the infernal brimstone for that. I'm going to take that off for now, so I don't have to bother with that for now. Gathering wise, vendor, that's nylon thread. We'll just grab that for the slightly more expensive price here. We'll grab that. Or boil shards. Everything else is for cooking. Soul dust. We might need to come back to this. Enchanting crafts. Let's have a look. Enchanting. Let's look at the split. Just deselect all. Enchanting mats. Let's have a quick look. Wow. Okay, that is very cheap. That's really dropped in price since I last looked at things. Eternal crystals. My mat price is 24, but this is at 19. Soul dust is way cheaper. My mat price is 2 gold 57. This is 1 gold. This is incredibly cheap compared to when I last did it. So that should be 3 times. So that should be 15. This is way cheaper than I've seen it in a long while. I'm going to just scoop up some of this. So like that's soul dust. I'm going to buy that because that's really cheap. The sacred shards at 5 gold 99. What's my mat price? 772. So I'm just going to grab those as well. And then eternal crystals. My eternal crystal smart average buy price was 94. So these are way down. I'm going to take everything up to there, perhaps. So let's just grab that and reset my prices a little bit here. So I'm going to take those as well. Wow, okay. Everything is dropped way down in price. So let's readjust my prices on those. Take those. What else do we need from Earthen? We still want to grab something from Alts. That's the Sorcerous Earth. Okay. Who has it and how much they have? Earthen has loads of it. 226. Okay, that's fair enough. So let's make the tailoring stuff first. I'll go with that one. Can post a link to one of the short stories Hannah wants to read. To the ones writing stories. Oh yeah, definitely, Simon Paul. Post a link away. I think we'll see a big rise there once the patch hits. I don't expect it to last too long. Yeah, I think now's the time definitely to stock up. So let's do Novice Crafter's Marks, Crafter's Mark 3, and Crafter's Mark of the Chained Isle. We need. Let's get those going first. Itachi, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. We'll just move that down. I can't see the Redeemers here. There we go. Darkwing, we did yours. Let's just do that. Pop that back. There we go. If you want to counter, it's free and allows you to rate or comment. Oh, okay, thank you. We'll have to see what happens to the prices, definitely. Right, Crafter's Mark 3. Well, a couple of those. And Crafter's Mark of the Chained Isle, there we go, we need the mats for this. Crafter's Mark of the Chained Isle requires arboreal shards times 15, ouch. Right, okay, so let's go get our cooking materials, grab those. How are we doing for bag space? 42, that's okay so far. It depends on how many people start upping their legendaries right away, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure, really, with those. Legendaries are still quite expensive. I'm making a couple of capes here as it is. So we'll have a look. Whilst I'm here, I might as well pick up this quest. Finish the reservoir. Get me some more renown, because I haven't maxed that out yet anyway. We'll do our missions whilst we're here, because I haven't done that in a while. Load of stuff there, up to level 46 on some. That's pretty good going. Any XP things there we picked up? There's a couple of those. Let's go with... Let's try and up someone's like 48, 49 now. Okay, let's try and... 47. Brom's always a good one. Let's give you a bit of a bonus. And then another one on 47. We'll give you one. And that's got a load of herbalism stuff. That's got a load of meat or fish. That's got some enchanting on it. That's got some anima. You could probably deposit that lot anyway. Okay, let's leave that. Okay, so what have you got here mission wise? Veiled Augment Runes would be good. That's 1500. Telling anything? I don't think we're quite at this point yet. No, which is the... Where's the campaign one? That's the one I haven't been able to do. I don't have that with me at the moment. Okay. So, what have you got here? 1200 XP. Hammers, we don't really... Oh, there we go. There's a nice 10,000 here. This would be good. Shirking work. Couple. Possibly start there. Give you a go. 153. How much have we got? Resources. 2,000 over here. Okay, here. In creativity channel. Oh, thank you, Saigon Paul. Have a look at that later. There's another one that... Oh, no, hold on. That we then have to need to send them over. And then we'll do this one. Do a couple. Send those. Veiled Augment Runes, 7 of those. And that's some extra XP. You're only 7, so let's get a Brom in here as well. And anything else that's nice. Some more Veiled Augment runes there. Not sure if you're going to be good enough. Let's have a look. No. Let's try another and a healer, perhaps. Is that any good? Apparently that would work. Okay, we'll go with that one. Then we got a bit of gold here. It's always worth doing. Let's do someone easy. And let's get in another troop just in case. And then this one will do another one. Add that in. It's a lot of, there we go, that works. Now we have, what have we got left? Mainly anima, a few other bits and pieces. Let's do some XP whilst we're here. One there. They're all on adventures. No victory on that. Let's try another one. No, okay. This could be a tricky one. No victory on that one, okay. What's a good number? That was at 18,000. We've got one there for Seed Thieves. Send them off. And then we've got 10,000 there. That's 1,200. That's quite good, actually. That should be good. Let's just get a couple of these in. This jumping up and down is a bit tricky. Let's go with 3. Send you over. We can maybe do a doomed run on that. Master pupils 12,000, 12,000, 11,000, 19,000. So let's do, that's the big one there. Let's just try and get a whole load of people on this one. See if this works. One, two, three. Let's try all of those. Okay, you can do that, so let's just sign that and send that over. I think that's all my companions on adventures now. Yeah, okay, so that's done. There we go. For missions, it's Venture Plan. And Venture Plan SOD missions. There we go. Thank you, Saigon Paul. And then, whilst we're here, we need to head on over for cooking. This one.
There is much I can offer.
And we'll buy all of this.
A worthy
And then we'll head back out here. And we'll jump through the gate to the middle to Hero's Rest. So we can pick up our oil shells. That's going to be quite expensive. So we'll grab those whilst we're here. Carry on with some crafting there. We've got a lot of stuff to put together. There's another add-on as well that works quite well with Venture Plan and the mission update. Zanzifor uses it. He's got a video on it.
Please take your time.
And that just gives you a bit of an indication as to whether it's going to work or not. Right, 105 of these. Okay, that was expensive. Bought all of those. So we'll grab those and craft those. I think it's something like that. Covenant Mission Helper. Oh, we need some more Shrouded Cloth. Okay. 500. Let's check the price of Shrouded Cloth whilst we're here. Everyone's got a bit of Shrouded Cloth, so let's just scan. 465 we need. 89 silver. What was my last time I bought it for? 1 gold 39. Mat cost is 139, so let's go with the cheap prices here. Can we... how much is that? That's 5,000 gold for 5,000. I'll take that.
If you find
That'll be
anything
plenty.
inside, bring it to me.
Let's go head over this way. Grab that and open up all of that. Probably too much, but there we go. Yeah, so it's just an extra sort of is useless on its own. Mine's fast typing. You failed 90% of the missions, it says you'd be fine. Bench plan is good, but it's take into consideration what other missions you are sending. And sometimes use follower too high. So a combination of the two, I think, tends to give you a relatively decent chance, I think. Is the thinking behind it. Right, okay, so that... Right, we just need the Sorcerous Earth, so let's go grab that from Earthen. As you've got loads, we really need 2, but let's just take a group of them. Let's grab these from Earthen. I need to update my add-ons as well, actually. Thinking about it. Let's do... where has it gone? Curse Forge, whilst we're here. And that's going on in the background. I also need to take Zygor off because I'm no longer paying for Zygor. I need to cut my costs somewhere, so that was one of the first things to go. It's good, Zygor, I like it, but it's more expensive than TSM, and I get way more use out of TSM. Tomcat's giving me a reminder that I'm out of date. Right, let's go from here, let's go out.
Work complete.
Everything's just sluggish for a little bit whilst everything loads up in the background. Let's get add-ons. Let's take Zygor off. How to take add-ons? Reload UI. Let's go with that. And whilst that's going through, let's just go with a refresh and update. Oh, this might lag the stream a little bit. All my stuff is updating in the background. So if things go a little bit sluggish, that'll be why. There we go.
Work complete.
Give you Zygor for free. I'd have to manually link via Dropbox. Oh, do you mean in terms of like sharing the same thing? I'd prefer to pay for it legitimately, Saigon Paul. But thank you for the offer. I could do with setting up the affiliate link. That'll help pay for it. Right, okay, so we just need access to our mailbox. So we're going over here. Actually, I need access to... I need my bank, actually, thinking about it. Okay, we're going to go to Dalaran instead. You have an affiliate link for Cycle. Yeah, I know Mantheus has one as well. I need to set it up. I did get it all sorted. Where is it? See if I can find it. It's not that one. Let's go up to this one. No, it got approved. I can't remember how to set it all up. I'll go through and sort that out another time, ready for next time.
Yes, me lord.
There we go. Valerix, thank you so much for the follow. I saw a while ago, if add-ons fail, delete. Yeah, that's fair enough, I think. Try to minimize your add-ons if you can. It always helps. So we'll go down here, go to the bank. We want 2 Sorcerous Earth. I'll go a little bit more than that. Let's have a look. 197. Let's take 100. And where's my bags? There we go. And where's the 100? Okay, grab those. Not too far. There we go. Jump in the corner. And let's send these to Samadan. Oh, where's my bags? Can't see my bags. There they are. 100 Sorcerous Earth to Samadan. Let's send those over. I'll pick up your mail and stuff later. Let's just log out of that. And jump back to Samadan. There we go. Okay. You are technically free. You're paying for them to update. That is true, actually. You know that when you don't like the mix of venture plan, when Covenant say 100% with it, it's a win in your case. Otherwise, I'll do percentage chance. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, what's it called? Covenant Mission Helper, isn't it? Covenant Mission Success Estimates? No. Covenant Mission Helper. 1.4 million downloads. Let's pop that in. We'll add that in. Details we've got. We've got Zygor here, so that's fine. Let's also, whilst I'm here, just jump over there. There we go. Yeah, I've added it on just to have a look. So we'll take the Sorcerous Earth. Now we have all the things we need. This is going to be a lot of crafting. Let's have a look at our list. Tailoring Crafting. So we've got Windwall Bandages that are supposedly 190,000 profit. They won't be that much, which is why we're at 6 million. Grimveiled Capes are telling me 18,000 profit. That's not bad. I'm assuming that's for rank 6, I presume. Let's get a couple of them in and have a look. Let's just make all of these. We'll do the bandages first, and then we should have a more realistic estimate of our profits based on all of this. It's a lot of stuff, which is always nice to see. And then we'll see how many sales we can get next time. You're just picky because you like to send all gold missions and map missions. That's fair enough. Right, okay, so let's go with that. Let's have a look. Right, that's done. We're now to 538,000 profit. What's the... There we go. Enchanting Ring, a Cord of Versatility is too expensive as well. Let's just go to that. Get rid of that. Because that's obviously too high as well. Okay, that's a bit more realistic. 146,000. I mean, it's pretty good if we can get those kind of sales. Let's go and make all of these. Do the enchanting stuff. You suicide your followers a lot. Oh, you never do that. Yeah, I mean, I hear it's not that necessary to level your followers so much. But suiciding them is an easy way of getting the low ones through, certainly. Yeah, as long as you have rewards you want. Yeah, I think that's probably a good approach, GameCat Cat, because I don't think you gain a huge amount from having max level followers. It's just something that you'll gain as you go through. I've heard a lot of reports saying it's not necessarily worth it. So I'm kind of just letting my followers level up as I do the missions, like you. Don't like to remove overpriced crafted gear. Let TSM post at my maximum price, resetting the value. Yeah, I like to at least craft them. I don't remove them, certainly, and then just post them up. You just send them all 4 hours missions, no matter the outcome. Interesting. Just do it mainly on time. I guess it depends on how frequently you can send things on missions. I personally don't always use my phone, and I'm not always at the computer, so I tend to just let them go as and when. I do need to do a lot of work on my others, thinking about it. Yeah, you know the crafting cost is lower, certainly. That's the main thing. Oh, inventory is full. Okay. Right, we're going to have to post some of these on. Let's go with that. Run a post scan. Get some of these on at least. Some of these I'm imagining above max price, like that one. Region Craft, I've already set that. Just watch out for anything that's ridiculously priced, is the main issue here. Let's get some of these on, some more Veiled Augment runes. There we go. And then we should be able to make some more things. Tailoring, we'll jump over to tailoring now. Grimveiled Caves, a couple of those. What were they? 235. Okay, they weren't the ones I was thinking. Those are rank 4s, aren't they? Or is that the right tooltip? I have to check. Otherworldly bag. I love the fact that I have a lot of different tailoring. Pink party hat's always nice. 2 or 3 times a day, so is that? Yeah, I mean, exactly. If you're going to be doing a decent amount of them, it's worth it. I'm just not as frequent as I wish I was, certainly. That's with a new patch, which I think will sell well. Definitely anything for alts. So I'm looking at the Novice Crafter's Mark gear, all the catch-up gear really, the 200, the 230 gear, Crafter's Mark, the Chained Arl, all sets of that. So fresh level 50s will benefit, fresh level 60s will benefit. People looking to get their alts up, and anything to do with leveling as well. So a lot of enchants to do with leveling, as well as end result enchants would be my thinking. So there's a lot of strong cases for leatherworking, tailoring, blacksmithing, and enchanting. Cooking and alchemy, maybe not. I'm not sure how much people will be doing at this point, but there's options there as well. I'm just crafting a whole load of stuff at the moment, using my master profile, which is available on Patreon. So hopefully some of this will sell. It should be about 180 odd thousand, I think it said at this beginning. Looking at token price though, 315,000. That's pretty expensive. Just mainly getting all of this stuff on. Netherweave tunic, hexweave bag, mageweave bag. A bit of cooking we need to do still as well. Let's make sure we got Pierre, and we'll do our cooking nice and quickly. And the ravioli. And the steak. And then should be just left with some enchanting. What are we missing here? Craft next. Missing. Are we missing something here? Hold on. Let's have a check. Should be okay. Enchanting. Craft next. Try that again. There we go. 10 at critical strike. Let's make a whole lot of this. How are professions doing right now in general? Just hit your first 60 and you're torn on which to try. Professions is a tricky one. I think you could be fairly safe with something like enchanting or tailoring. Those are my 2 favourite professions. They have consistent sales to me, and something like enchanting is not too expensive to get into, and you can, depending on your market, you can do Shadowlands enchanting, but you can also do a lot of the old world enchants, if you collect those up as well. There's a good mix of old and new that gives you a nice steady income. But it really comes down to what you find fun. More importantly, what suits your character, what you think you might enjoy doing, because it's not necessarily just the optimum. Just go with what you fancy. Ideally, have enough characters to have one of every profession. It would be the ultimate goal. Yeah, the older expansion enchants, they do sell well. That's why I've got a good mix of them going on here, for that very same reason. People like to use them for leveling. Some of the Legion enchants in particular are quite good for people like the Elemental Force. It's a good one. 700 gold mailbox. Not 700k, just 700 gold. That's fantastic. Right, we made everything. So we have a whole load of stuff to list on the auction house. Let's go grab that and run a post scan on that. Yeah, the tomes as well. Tomes of Illusions, really good. Especially if you can collect the rarer ones, which are a bit more involved. Trying Alchemy and Herbalism, but considering leatherworking skinning. I mean, yes, they're both good combinations. I find with Alchemy, there's very... one moment you'll have loads of gold from your sales, and the next moment you've spent all your gold on herbs. It's a very roller coaster ride in terms of your gold quantities until you can build up enough stock to just smooth it out. But it is consistent if you can time things with raid times, which is always good. Other than that, yeah, I mean, leatherworking skinning is another solid combination. Again, with leatherworking, there is a lot of old world stuff you could do. I need to expand my own leatherworking operation because I think there's a lot of stuff I'm missing out on as well. You're doing leatherworking alchemy on Hypop. Yeah, I mean, the leatherworking for the catch-up gear, obviously there's a lot of people will have leatherworking as a requirement. So you've got your mail and your leather items, so there's a good load of stuff there. The pots last sell quick. Alchemy gives you cheap. Crafters Mark 3. Oh yes, there's that as well. The combination of the Crafters Mark 3 for the leatherworking. The Alchemy's one of the cheapest, so that's really good. Cost-effective way of doing it. Alchemy for the Crafters Mark. I forget about that one. Right, so we are. Everything's posted. Let's just check that. My auctions. A load of stuff is on. We'll let those sales go through. What have we got missing here? There we go. Just sold Veiled Augment Runes. In progress, they're all going. That's fine. Companions are all going. So that's all fine. So we are in a relatively good position. Probably could do with just popping over to deposit my remaining anima. We could do dailies and things like that. We're a bit behind on that front. Where did I get to with Renown? I'm not quite at 80 yet. Got a little bit more to do here on Samadan. I'd like to focus more on my alts and get them up towards 80 as well. Where do we get to? Report 74, so yeah, a little ways off. So let's just go deposit our animate. I'm not in a great rush to get this up to 80 per se. Show me the Sanctum, deposit that. The 1,700, 1,900, that just keeps me going for the moment. Everyone's on 2, so that's good. Right, so you're good, Samadan. You're in a good position. We've got 200 animus, 2 of 1,000 there, so that's good. Let's jump through everyone else and have a look. And just go through their restocking and relisting. So Bridget's my next best character. Issue with making TSM. Understand that it could go with the Alchemy Craftsman. Oh, yes, that TSM will assume that you're using the profession that ties in with that one. A flat price will be the way to do that. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, exactly as Game Cat said. Yeah, giving it just a flat price manually is your best bet there. Right, Bridget, where are you and what are you doing? Jailer's efforts subdued at 16%. How are we doing on Renown 57? Companions, we are quite good on, I think. Where are we at with resources? Can't quite see them here. Can I see them in saved instances? Renown, Anima. So British got 800, 1,500 and 1,900. So we've got a little bit. It's not too bad. 57 is my next best, obviously. So from here, let's do. Where are we at? Where's our bag space? 39. Not a lot of space there. We could probably do with. What have we got here? 200 to 7. Where's all my space gone on? 19 yards peculiar energy sources. Is that taking up my bag space? Those could do with selling. A couple of those. Queen's Conservatory we haven't done. There's a couple of BOEs here we haven't dealt with. Okay. And Quartzite crystals we've got a fair amount of. Okay, let's. What is taking up the space? Is it the yards peculiar energy? Are they? Do they stack? Bridget 19. That's that. That's that. Something's taking up a lot of space. Let's just grab that. Open that up. And herbs will take that. Let's go over to. I kind of want to go back to my Covenant, I think. And do it there. Let's go do that. Adam X. Is that Adam or is that? I'm not sure. Did I have a career change? I didn't have a career change, but I'm still doing 3D, but I am doing visual effects in the film. So I am still doing 3D, but slightly different. I've done it before in previous. I worked on the Robin Hood film, so it's not entirely new to me. What was I doing? I'm going here to replenish the reservoir. That's done. Where's the sanctum? Here we go. Let's just deposit these in. They do stack. Okay, thank you. Let's deposit those. 814 takes me to 989. Not a huge amount. Let's do our Covenant things whilst we're here. You are Robin Hood. Thank you, Commander. And good evening to you. What else did I miss? Yeah, you possibly could do something with the whole Alchemy Crafters marks, make a dynamic price. You'd have to put in the material cost for the items for that and put it as a custom string. So it's possible, yeah, certainly. As they require a lot of investment and sales not guaranteed for legendaries, armor kits, drums, similar things. You need to camp the auction house. It can be. It's quite competitive, certainly. Right, let's have a look at. Well, this is slightly different. Where's my complete all? I thought I had some on. Did I not send any? No, it looks like they're not sent on any. Okay, that's interesting. Let's start with something like these. These are good. 28,000. That's really expensive. Let's see if we can do that. So this is Covenant Mission Helper. It looks like. So if we go, let's throw in someone like Meatball. And then try that. Victory cannot be guaranteed. Let's get a healer in. There we go. So this tells me it's a win. My weak aura tells me it's a loser. That's really out of date. I should probably get rid of that one. Don't do legendaries and for now just camping auction house when you're late. That's fair enough. Logged on a while back, but immediately had to sort some things from you. Like, no problem. No problem. Good to have you here. So I'm not really sure what this is telling me. Really. Try the 2 optimize buttons. You might find you can change from a loss to a win. Okay. Only the units on board and doesn't consider others. Shuffles only units. Minimize hit points loss. Optimized by average hit point or minimum hit points. Okay. Well, it looks alright to me. I'll go with that. Let's assign that one. And then this one. Let's go with a nice tank. It doesn't work, so let's get in a healer as well. No luck on that. So this is not looking so good. Let's try it with those. No victory with that, so that's a lose. Both of those are a lose as well. Okay. Let's try the top 5. No victory there either. No, okay. If you right mouse click assign party, it starts right on. Oh, okay. I didn't realise that. That's really cool. Thank you, Warshall. Okay. So that looks like it's not going to be a good one to do, this shirking work. Let's just send that one whilst we're here. Campaign stuff we don't necessarily need. Let's do a bunch of gold ones whilst we're here. So that's an easy gold one. Let's do someone cheap here. So that's a win. That's really cool. Right clicking. Thank you for that. Let's do that one. That's a lose, according to that. So let's add in another troop, and that makes it a win. Oh, I forgot to do the right click. And then 12,000 is the next gold one. Let's do someone attacky. Oh, this looks like it could be a tricky one. Oh no, you're doing alright. Oh, okay. You don't have a win or a lose on this. You don't understand it? If units have random abilities. Oh, okay. Well, we think this is a win. I'm going to add in another healer just to... Oh no, you take it off. Okay, let's just add it back in just to make sure. Oh, I keep forgetting the right click. Let's do another one. All click simulate. Okay, thank you, Psycho Paul. We'll do that next time. Let's try another one. That one's probably a bit too low. No victory on these. Okay, this is looking slightly tricky. No. Let's get an optimize. No, neither of those work. Okay, that one's out perhaps. What have we got left? What's a good XP one we've got here? 900, 500, 1,000 there. And 1,000 there. So we could maybe suicide some if you want. I'd like to actually get this one. Was this the one we tried? I don't think it was. Let's try that. There we go. So that's a win. According to that one. There we go. Yeah, so we have we've got Venture Plan and we've got Covenant Mission Helper that are working for us here at the moment. So that one's out. That one's a 900. That one's out, the 15,000 one. So there's nothing specific that I'd want here. A bit of obviously materials and things would be useful. A bit of anima would be good. So let's try that. Got quite a few things here, so Should expect something, perhaps. No. Try that one. No. Okay. It's starting to get a bit tricky here. So 9,000. Let's take this. That's a win. Let's just get a troop in here just to help out. Send that. And 14,000. Did we do this one? I can't remember. Could really do with having this one. I think, I'm not sure how quickly they'll drop. Let's go with a few more. Okay, that is, let's try simulate now. So you're saying that will be a win, according to that one. And you're saying that will be a win on that one. So let's assign that one. I need to get rid of that weak aura. Weak aura. Golden mission helper. This one. Let's delete that one. Don't need that. Okay, what else have we got here? Another one in. This has got to be a win, surely. No. Let's get a tank in. No, okay. You didn't like that one. Maybe you'll like this one. The 800. Not got much choices left here, so that's a win. Campaign, that's 900, 6,000, sorry. That should be doable. Just guarantee a win there, let's assign that. And anything we're left with, 18,000, 9,000 we tried. Let's try this one with the last three. There we go. Now that's a lose according to that. But that's a win according to that, so I'll take that win. There we go. Okay, so those are all added on. At least you know which units beat the mission. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a nice added thing on. I like that. Thank you for the suggestion on there. So with those done, we need to... What do we need to do? We need to do our auctions. Let's go, I think, Dalaran for this. Get ourselves next to a guild bank or something, just in case we need it. And instead of select event, just click the skull icon beside it instead to see what happens. So that's the doomed mission one, isn't it? Okay, so right, how much bag space have we got here? Not a lot. There's some herbs here we can probably send over and clear out. So let's send fish. Whoops. And we'll do the cloth as well. And is there any meat? Not that I can see. So this goes to Samadan. And the herbs, which are... I'll keep the ore. The herbs will send to Awakening. That leaves me a few different bits and pieces. I could probably sell some of these. Let's go grab those.
Greetings, sir, and ma'am.
Excuse me. We'll sell that. And we'll sell that. Then I'm going to go and deposit a whole load of reagents here.
I was done talking to you.
Just in case I've got the spare space.
Greetings.
Got a little bit of space here. Deposit all reagents. Gives me a little bit more space.
Go with honor, friend.
Now I'm at 56. I'm still not sure what's using up my bags here. These are all 30 slot hex weave bags, so that's not too bad. What's using up the space? Rune cubes, maybe? Corthian relics? Ah, the rogue stones stack, I believe. Do they? Let me just check. Hold on. Compact layout. Where's items? Bag type merge free says merge unstackable items. There we go. There's our problem. It's the scrying rogue stones that is the problem that's taking up our space, as well as our thermal anvils. We want to sell some of these ideally. Now I did have in my group to keep a certain amount in my bags, but maybe I'll change that. So we got under dual crafting Pandaria, scrying rogue stones, operation. We wanted to keep 25. Let's just edit this slightly. Posting wise, amount kept in bags. Let's keep 5 in our bags. And rename this. Keep 5. So we'll then hopefully post some of those out. Let's go have a look. Let's go clear out what we have here anyway. Let's go for the expires. Fair amount of stuff. Right, give ourselves a Brutosaur.
Have anything
And we
ancient
can at
to
least
trade?
post that lot on.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Got some panthers, got some necklaces. I think I've got quite a couple of panthers to restock on here, thinking about it. Have a look. We still haven't done the whole legendaries, the rank 4s, up to the rank 4s here yet. We're hoping to sell a few of what we have. There's goes the rogue stones on. That will clear up some space.
If you
Okay,
find
so
anything
now we've
valuable,
got, that's better, 71, and we're just keeping a few of the rogue stones ourselves. Let's pick everything else. Got 3,000 in the mail here, so let's go for that. Master of Phaedrum ring. That's cool. Probably have to restock on a lot of this anyway. Grab all of that and just post that on.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
These Kraken's eyes need to go on at regular price, not at silly price. I'm gonna have to go for region or something like that on those. Yeah, they're completely messed up. Let's adjust that in a moment. Let's take all these off first. Put those on first, then we'll take those off. So we'll take all of those, and then we'll go back to my auctions. We'll take anything Kraken, because these are at silly prices. So let's cancel those
If you find
and go into
anything
my
exotic,
group
bring it.
and check in on dual crafting. This is the Kraken's eyes are Legion, aren't they? Shadowlands Pandora, no, BFA, sorry. They must be. Where are they? That's Leviathans. Nexus Rings, Lace Strike, Shadowlands. There's the. Let me just check. Let's just grab those. Open all of that. They are in dual crafting stat. BFA dual crafting stat gems. There we go. BFA dual crafting stat gems. This one. So the operation for this, instead of using average region, we'll change that to just region. So region crafting 248 hours. So that should be just 40 hours, 200 cap, and just using deviant region market average. So we then do a post scan on those. Minimum price, below minimum price, above max price is fine. That's a bit more reasonable. Minimum price is 1,000. So what's someone got one on for, I wonder? Posting it minimum is 1,000. Oh, that's because the crafting cost is 993. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave it at that. No point making it for a loss. Okay. Everything's done. Everything is on. That's good. Let's go check, because this is going to be a big restock as well. I think there's a couple of panthers in here as well, which is going to make things difficult. So the Kraken's Eye of Intellect, Leviathan's Eye, those are obviously pretty big. There's some scrying rogue stones we can throw in here. And then we've got Sunstone Panther, Jeweled Onyx Panther, a Shadowgast necklace there. Could be interesting, couple of those. That will skill up a little bit on that. And everything else, Rascal Bot, I've already got one, I think, so I'll just leave that off for the moment. And Samadan's got a Hexweave robe on for some reason. What have you got? Oh, that's Wood Armor stages. Let me just take that off. Don't need that. Okay, so that's our list. Gathering wise, it's going to be quite a lot of stuff. Some stuff from alts. Let's just go here and have a look. So a load of stuff from the guild bank. Samadan's got a little bit of stuff. Let's go grab what we can here. Welcome back, Saigon Paul. So, grab from the guild bank everything. Load of ore, load of bits and pieces. We've got some stuff now. Serpent's Eye we won't do from the auction house. We'll use our Kyperite, which we're sure we had some Kyperite somewhere. Here it is. Let's grab all of those. There's none in there.
Safe travels.
So we should prospect those. There we go, that's updated. So we should get, using our macro here, we should get our Serpent's Eye this way. Once we've got enough sparkling shards. There we go, there goes the Serpent's Eye. Let's do all of this. Right, Panthers need to restock those. Yes, definitely. I think now's a good time with people collecting things. They tend to sell around this sort of time, certainly. And have I got 9 still to get? This can take me a little while. Not sure if I've got enough Kyperite for this, actually. I might have to go and buy some more. Token Bros will see any relief, or is it going to the moon? I think it's going to the moon. What with Hearthstone stuff coming out, any other new games coming out, there's nothing to make it go down until we get to a point where there's another raid where people are going to start throwing money at things. So not until 9.2 it might get a little blip, and then not properly until the next expansion, I imagine. Unless there's some sort of gold sink or some other reason for people to require a lot of gold in the game, which will help it drop down. So, right, where are we at here? We wanted some Kyperite, I think. Let's have a look. Hyperite's 2 gold 99. Then 3 gold, then 4 gold. What did we buy it for on average? 189. I think that's still pretty good. Prospect value is much higher than that because of that lapis and things. So I think we can afford to buy a decent amount of this. I'll probably go all up to the 4 gold. That's 703. 2,500. We'll take that much for now.
Exotic, bring it to me.
Start with that. And we still need another... Oh, have we got enough? Where have they gone? Looks like we have got enough already. We don't need any more serpent's eyes. Certainly can't see any here. They must have had enough, yeah. Do I have a Panther guide on YouTube? I just started Dual Crafting and Alt. I don't have a specific guide on the Panthers, but it's fairly straightforward in terms of look up what you need to do. Basically, it's Mr. Pantera Dual Crafting is the main thing, and get the Cloud Serpent, as Kurochi said, and that is the main focus, really. Dave, good evening to you. How are you doing? Lovely. Happy Halloween to you. Lovely to have you here. We're just going through restocking on everyone at the moment. It's going to cost us a fair amount on having to make all of these. We need the Orbs of Mystery, 5 of those. I'm not sure. Sometimes you find them on the auction house, but I might have to go and grab them. Let's have a look. Orb of M. No, there's none on at the moment. So lace-strike settings and malleable wire we can get later. Auction house. Let's just check these Essence of Servitude. I'm not sure whether those are going to be worth it. What have we got? Essence of Servitude is... Do we even have a crafting cost? Mat cost is telling me 324. This is 339. I mean, it makes it easy just to grab them. Those are 813 for the Essence of Valor, and my mat cost is telling me 183. So let me just check the ore prices here. So let's go ore and have a quick search here. So Essence of Servitude essences, it's Lithium has to be 1/10 of the price, or lace strike if we want to go for a bit of everything. Or if we want something specific, what's Servitude is Oxine. So my mat price of Oxine ore is 33. Smart average buy price of 34. It's currently 32. So we can get a small gain on that at 32.99. Prospect value is 24 gold, so the Essence of Servitude is cheaper to buy looking at that. The other one was Essence of Valor. Essence of Torment, Essence of Valor, which is the selenium ore, which is currently overpriced at 17 gold. My mat cost is 14 gold, which is based on my smart average buy price, which is too expensive really. So I might be better off going the lace strike ore route instead and getting some random essences from those. How many? There's not a lot though. What's my average buy price is 18 gold. Market value 16. So we could possibly just reset our price here a little bit. Maybe... Well, the 9 gold that's 8,000 gold. Up to the 10 is 11,000. That's probably because 10. Where's the lithium price? 98. So that should be 10 times. No, so that is as far as we should go, and then we should go a lithium because a lithium is 10 times lace strike. So that's as much as we should do, and then if we need any more we go a lithium route, of which there's a bunch here that takes me to 10. That's another 15,000 if I needed them. I'll buy them now whilst I've got them. Just spend a little here. or a lot in this case. Let's go with that. There we go. What did I miss? Prepping an alchemist with a transmute mastery as well is also useful. Yeah. Leveling vanilla alchemy, but herbs are so expensive on your server. Yeah, that's how prices stay high. That's true. Very true. People just can't be bothered to go after them. Okay, Tug, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope to see you soon. A huge, and that's so spread out. Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, some of the herbs are tricky to get, and only people posting it are the farmers doing it because of the high prices. Exactly. That's how it works. Supply and demand at its best, really. Right. So let's right, Servitude and Valor. Let's do some prospecting with what we have. Mass prospect. Let's just go with the standard one here. Let's take this off. Favorite. Keep the Panthers on here. Imperial Amethyst. Oh, we actually should do this. Let's do it here. Learn something new. And then Mass Prospect. So Lay Strike we can do 51. Let's do 25. See if we can get ourselves some essences here. Rebirth. Get some spare essences if nothing else. And then we'll do some Elithium as well. And if we can't do that, we will buy the Essence of Servitude. The Essence of Valor is what we want ideally. I don't think we've really got enough here. We need to prospect way more than this. Looking at it. A couple of Servitudes, a couple of Rebirths. So the Servitudes have gone down a little bit. Got a few of those. Torment, Anger's Eye. Let's try 10 Mass Prospects of Elithium. Get a few of those going. Oh, there's a couple of Valor. Did those go down? Yes, they did. Just takes a little while for them to update. That's good though. We're getting closer now. So, oh, I got everything we needed there. Okay, oh no we didn't. Another 4 Valor. Let's do the last of this Elithium, because that seems to be quite good. Covenant Mission Helper, yeah that's right, Darkwing. There we go. That's everything we needed from the Elithium ore, that's good. Sun's Radiance and Wild Jade. What's the price of Wild Jade? We can probably make that ourselves, but let's just check. Let's just have a look. Oh, there's none on, actually. Sun's Radiance and Wild Jade. Okay, so if we don't have any, we're going to have to make some. Sun's Radiance and Wild Jade. So we have to go to Awakening for this. Earthen. What do you need from Earthen? Let's just check. Under the Gathering. Alts. Needs the Primordial Ruby. Okay. And River's Heart. And more Elithium ore. Okay, we spent all our Elithium ore. Let's just go and grab some more of that. Let's go shop Elithium ore. 106. Okay, let's have to buy a little bit extra. Buy those. And so we haven't got. Okay, so we need. Let's just grab all of that. Lay Strike settings, malleable wire. We also need to make some other bits and pieces. So, and Samadan has something. What do you have on Samadan? Just need to do this in one go. Primordial Ruby, River's Heart, Sun's Radiance, Wild Jade. That's pretty much all of them. We need to make a bunch of those. So the cheapest way is normally through Alchemy. So let's go out of this and have a look. And go to Awakening and have a look. to 15k transmog sales. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's have a look. Just from transmitting 200 each of the colour gems you need for the Panthers. Took forever. We got a nice result. Yes, correct. That's exactly what I'm doing here at this point. Just getting hold of enough is the hard part. Oh wow, a veritable meeting of Brutasaurs here. Right, so let's just move out a little bit. What can we make? Alchemy. Let's close that. So, crafting. Let's go standard. Transmute wild jade. We need Alexandrite. We need to buy Sun's Radiance. We can do. River's Heart. We need the lapis. We got some. Bridget has a load. And let's go see if we can buy some. So let's have a look here. So let's go here. Alexandrite. Let's get that. So we need Wild Jade, Alexandrite. They should have these as a shopping. Professions, Alchemy, Pandaria, Transmute, Gems, Panther stuff. Which one is it? Shopping Scan. Lapis. This is the ones we want. So we need Lapis. There's no Alexandrite here. Are we lacking in Alexandrite? I'm going to take all of these. And those garnets seem quite cheap, so I'm going to just grab those. I've got 184, I'm just going to grab some now, because there's only 10 of those. Then they're really expensive. This could be a problem. If we have no Alexandrite. 0 on the auction house. There is a problem. Houston? Yeah, Golden Lotus is the least of my problems here at the moment. 250 is very expensive. I mean, I look at the price of Spirit of Harmony and divide it by 2, and that's what you should be able to look at for that. Yeah. Item level 50 with a socket 10k today. People are prepping for Legion Mage Tower already. I wouldn't be surprised actually. Yeah, socket with speed as well. That's really good. Right, Alexandrite. Bridget's got 90 in the bank, so we need them from Bridget. We'll take them from you. So let's just come out of here again. We have to go back to Bridget, get the Alexandrite. Bridget, as you've got this. So we'll get the Alexandrite, send it back to Awakening, make a bunch of the Panther gems that we need. I don't think you can use Spirit of Harmony, actually. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Croce. The Legion potions people use. Look up any Mage Tower guides and what's been used.
Work complete.
Right. Come on, Bridget. You can do it. So many add-ons to load. Always causes a problem. Right, okay, so grab that. Get rid of that. And Alexandrite. There it is. Probably Pandora Transmute Gems Source. I mean, we should really send all of these over to Awakening. I see no reason why we should have the source ones here, unless there's something I need them for otherwise. I'm not entirely sure. There might be. Oh, you don't have them at rank 3. Ah, yes, I don't think I have either, actually, thinking about it. So, we definitely want to send some Alexandrite over. Let's just minimize this for a minute. So let's get that over to Awakening. The others though, Awakening's got 116, Awakening's got 188 and got 203. So you're okay on those. We'll keep those for now. Let's just keep it at that. And then we'll go back to Awakening. It's all the logging out, in and out of different characters that takes the time here. But once we're set up, we should be alright. We've got a lot of Panthers to make. You switch from Alliance to Horde after Legion. You've got to redo a bunch of stuff. Oh, ouch. Does some of that stuff not carry on through then when you switch? Or is it just you started on fresh new characters rather than race change? I guess it would be quite expensive to race change a bunch of characters. Yeah, making new characters makes sense.
Work complete.
I did it once and that was it. I can see why you wouldn't want to do it too much. Right, Awakening used to be a troll, you see. We've got a few sales here, 13,000, but we'll just grab those. Actually, no, let's... How much space we got? Living steel. Oh, we sold some living steel. That's cool. Let's just take everything for now. Now, how many of each of the gems do I need? Gathering wise. The ruby is 14, River's Heart's 19, Sun's Radiance 32, and Wild Jade 10. Sun's Radiance. Right, let's go with let's do some of these now. So Sun's Radiance we can make, it was 32, so let's make 40 of those. Golden Lotus is the other problem. How many do we have? 78. Do we have any spare? Awakening there in the bank. Now we might have to go over and make some Golden Lotus. We'll have to check the price of Spirit of Harmony. We got a bit of a proc there on one, so that's good. Just keep an eye on how many we need here, because we're not going to have enough. We need 32. Auction house send mail. So Sun's Radiance. We need 32. We have. It's probably not worth going through the tooltip here at the moment. Total own 24. How kind of bags 16.
Danny Wow just subscribed.
34 months, Danny. That is incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And stock as well.
Doc06 just subscribed. Late to the party and happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you both. Lovely to have you here, Danny and Doc. How are you doing? Thank you so much for your support. That is epic. Danny, wow. Exactly. That's wonderful. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Right, how many? Oh, we've got a big proc there, +3 of. Let's just go interrupt these for a minute. How many Sun's Radiance do we have? Sun's Radiance, we have 37. That should be enough. Wild Jade, we needed. Do we need to send those over now? Wild Jade, we need 10. So we'll make those, create 10, go from there. Looking forward to some trick-or-treating tonight with you boys. Going to be a cold one though. Oh, fantastic. It's close, Darkwing. Yeah, we're kind of beyond the trick-or-treating stage with my children now. They're teenagers. They're more of like to go off to a party themselves nowadays. Not too much into it themselves though. Maybe in the future. There we go. Oh, so close. Thank you.
Darkwingy and cheered. X100. 200 blogs, 100 of you. We need a choo-choo.
Thank you. Thank you, Darkwing. That is incredibly kind of you to kick off the hype train. Indeed, 200 Wowhead blog posts, 100 of them mine, 100 of them of gumdrops. That is brilliant. I also got, you didn't see it there, I got a +5 wild jade whilst I was making those. That was amazing. Never too old to trick or treat. Exactly, Danny. Exactly. My daughter is amazing at her makeup art now as well, so I'd love to see what she does for some of hers. Right, so Sun's Radiant Sendmail, River's Heart. We need 19. Let's just have a check of River's Heart. Let's do 19. We're running low on the Golden Lotus, but that's okay. We've got loads of Spirit of Harmony. We can always convert to Golden Lotus as it is, so we should be good.
How kind of you.
Oh, can't be Sam. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
1603 just subscribed.
Thank you so much for gifting a sub. Congratulations, Petite Lot. Congratulations indeed. It's very kind of you. Thank you for completing level 1 of the hype train. This community is the best. Thank you very much indeed. You trick or treat at the grocery store. You trick or treat at the Costco sample platters. Anywhere you can is good. Right, River's Heart is gone, and Sendmail, Primordial Ruby. We need 14. Primordial Ruby. Let's make 14. It was close with our Golden Lotus. Ideally, if I can avoid dropping over to Samadan, whoever has the Spirit of Harmony, and having to get a load of Golden Lotus. It's expensive at the moment, 250 gold. There's no way I'm paying that price for it. We could obviously go and do our farm and things like that for some extra, but I'll leave that for something else. Main thing here is really just to make sure we've got enough. Adriano, been looking whilst fishing at Darkwing. Oh, fantastic. Yes, those cooking recipes, they're worth collecting, certainly. We might as well. Lovely to have you here, lurking or not. Right, we should be done. Send mail, Jade Panthers, that's all fine. That's all send mail. So we should then just go here, and the task list should tell me. You have to keep this on in, not on send, and then send. It should send the exact ones needed. It split them over, and then it should send them. Has that worked? River's Heart's all split like that. Okay, no, they've all split. Did that actually send? I think it did. That looks weird with the icons. They're all silver. Let's just move that back. Why are those? That means they haven't sent. I'm pretty sure, because I didn't hear the gold of the send. Something weird is there. Let me just do a reload / reload. Let's have a look. Yeah. Sort your bags first. Yeah, I'll have to do the blizzard sort. That's the old bug for that one. Been up to lately, other things going on a lot in real life. Yeah, a lot going on at the moment, Doc. We've had birthdays, we've had holidays, started my new job. It's all been go, so I've barely had the chance to play WoW at all during October. So a lot of my time has been spent in real life land. Right, okay, so let's try that again. It didn't do the sand. It's not got the sand here, so It thinks it sent them, but it hasn't. So I'm going to have to do a manual send. I think it was 19, 32 and 10. It was those ones to Bridget. Let's send those. And then under my gathering tab, I think if I go back to Bridget, monthly summary should be succinct. Yes, basically Commander Bond. I'm going to see if I can record that tomorrow. Once I've just spent a bit of gold here on my Panthers, because that should be more accurate, really. But thank you, Doc. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. There's loads and loads of new stuff to learn, which is actually really good. So it's always good to expand your knowledge. And hopefully I will be able to translate that knowledge into even more World of Warcraft art. Learning new software and new techniques is always good for that. So hopefully, I mean, I'm doing more sketching again as well. So actually, is that my... Yeah, that is... I didn't realise I had it here. For those that didn't... Excuse the piles. Hold on. Quite disorganised piles. Oh, thank you everyone for the hype train. That was very, very kind of you. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Where is it? Hold on. Where's my thing gone? Full screen. Here we go. This is what I was drawing whilst I was on holiday. If you didn't see the tweet. Hold on. Let me just move this over this way. There we go. Hopefully you can recognise this handsome fellow. Haven't finished it yet, but I will be finishing that one off. It is basically a still from the cinematic from Legion, which is, this is my reference, Mr. Varian himself. So what I'm going to do is I'll make that available on Patreon once I've completed the sketch, and then you can have a version. I might do a giveaway of the original as well. Just for fun, but that's what I've been up to. A bit of extra art and things. Right, what have I got? Well, a massive bridge source here. That's what I've got. So let's take all of those for my Panthers. Now we need dual crafting crafts. We need malleable wild, lace strike settings, and orb of mystery. Now, orb of mystery is going to have to be Pandaria. I should do this in time, hopefully. So let's go through the portal room whilst we're here. Go in here, go to Pandaria, and then we'll go. What will we do? We'll go fly. Pick up our Orb of Mysteries, so we need to go over here, go to Jade Forest from here. I wish we could draw more than a stickle bubble, people. It's just practice. It's all it is. It's, you know, I've seen my daughter progress so much in her art over the years, just from practicing. There we go, so let's go this way. Travel on this. So we need the 5. Is it 5? Yeah, 5 orbs of mystery to make all of our Panthers. Ruby, Sapphire, Sunstone, and Jade. But we need to get ourselves the orb of mystery. That's going to cost us a fair amount of gold. Is it 10,000 gold each or 20,000 gold each? I can't remember. Oh, I needed that task list open actually. /TSM task list. Okay, let's keep that up. Let's just minimize it instead, so we have that as well. Is it 20,000? Okay. We shall have to see how that goes on. Where'd you get the Halloween rep in Undercity? Oh, no idea of Undercity. No problem, Saigon Ball. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we haven't got quite to 57. They're all, yeah, they're all in progress. So that's good. That's done. Let's find ourselves our vendor. So it's going to cost me 100,000 gold. So that's going to be at 2.6 million. So we're going to lose gold in terms of our end of month summary, but it would only fair to do this as part of. We have friends all at the same time. Right, so I want to buy 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Purchase. Okay, that's done. And task list. So we need also handful of lace strike bolts, lace strike setting, and malleable wire. Lace strike setting and malleable wire. We're going to have to go back to Oribos for that. So I think Dalaran portal room, and then Oribos for that. 1k for 3 other expansion agents. They cost you less than 200 gold to craft. We'll take it. Very nice. One cane sales 5 times more profit. You like it? Yeah, definitely. That's what you want. That's why I like old world recipes. Okay, you're gonna have to jump through a few portal hoops here. Yeah, I'm not sure where to get it. Oribos over this way. Jump through here. Too lazy to look up. That's fair enough. That's what we're here for. Just the entrance to Undercity, not inside. Okay, there we go. Right, we're just inside here, which is handy. Jewel crafting supplies. Okay, there we go. So let's get. I mean, this is expensive to buy, so we'll just buy what we need. I could get Samadan to buy this, but for the purposes of this, we're just going to go for it. Handful of lace strike bolts. Can we do this? No, we need an anvil. Thought we would. Let's go over and grab that. I could use the thermal anvil, but that is definitely not necessary. Let's go here. Craft those. Handful of lace strike bolts. That's what we need. Okay, so next up is jewel crafting, crafts, engineering, crafts. 2 more bolts. There we go. So quick jewel doublet and a load of panthers. Let's go. I want some crafters Mark III as well. Make those. Need that. Lots of Crafters Mark IIIs, nice to see. And then our Panthers. Let's craft those. Oh, we need more. We need more serpent's eyes. Okay, let's go through here. Prospect those. And we need living steel as well. Ah, this is unfortunate. I should have gone back to Awakening quickly. Not going to be able to do this in time, unfortunately. Let's go through. So living steel. We're going to need a lot of living steel here. Who? Awakening only has 16, so Awakening's going to have to do a whole load more living steel for this. Okay. This is not going to be quite as possible as I was hoping. Let's do everything else. Leviathan's eyes and all of this whilst we're here. Shadowcast necklaces whilst we're here. We'll do those. And get our rings, our Masterful Faderums, all this 200 gear. This is because I haven't got my Crafter's Mark 3. No, Crafter's Mark of the Chained Isle yet on this character. And get some scrying rogue stones as well whilst we're here. We were close but not quite enough. We're going to have to get that living steel going. Daily cooldowns, motes of harmony, spirits of harmony, check in on all of that. So it's a multifaceted process getting these panthers going. That having access to the alchemist is definitely essential, I think, for panthers. Unfortunately, it's not the same character. I have it on a different character, so it does make it slightly difficult. I'll make these at least whilst we're here. And then the jeweled onyx panther, which is where we need multiple panthers in order to be able to do this. And the sunstone panther needs a living steel, so that's the main issue here. We need a whole load more living steel. Too much work for you, these panthers. I know it is. It is a lot of juggling around. I mean, the profit's nice, 36,000 on the jeweled onyx panther. I'll take that. The sunstone's 22,000. So my server's particularly good for panthers at the moment, so I'll definitely take that. But yeah, I won't have time to make them all tonight. Our inventory's full, in fact. Right, let's jump outside quickly. Now I have to be careful which ones I post here, because I have some panthers I don't necessarily want to post here, because I might post extra by mistake. That ruby panther I don't think I want to post. These I do. So that's undercutting competition. That's just one. So maybe I have... I've already got one on the auction house. Okay, so I'll skip that one. Pop those on. And the Shadowcast necklaces, I think, are rank 4s. The rogue stones take up a lot of inventory. That's the main problem with those. Right, and we're left with jewel crafting, some more rogue stones. Make some more of those. It's hard until you get into the daily routine of farming ore and transmuting trillium. Yeah, that's the main thing, and I haven't been keeping up to date with alchemy for that reason. Right, Kraken's Eye, we'll do that. And then we'll jump over to engineering. Probably need an anvil for this. Yeah, let's go over here. Oh, can't see where I'm going. Somewhere in here is an anvil. That's close enough. Optical target invigorer. There we go. That's all we can do for now. We'll have to do the rest later. Kurochi, no problem. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. So we didn't quite have time to do all of those, but we did at least get some on. That one, skip that one, and post those on. There we go. So that's... Oh, I think I just did the panther by mistake. I'm not sure. No problem. Okay, we're good there. Right. Okay, I'm going to finish up here myself anyway, so that has been good. We didn't get all our characters auctions on, but that's fine. We did a big restock on Samadan. We spent a lot of gold today. We finished with, how did we do on our TSM graph? Yeah, it's a big jump there from 2.8 million down to 2.6 million. We just did get a couple of legendaries on. We did make a load of we got a load of panthers to come on as well, so that'll be interesting to see how they go. Yeah, there's a lot less there. Bridget is at 89,000 now. The 159,000. So there's a lot less than they were before, but that's not surprising. We had to restock. We weren't restocking, so we need to finish that off. I'll probably see if I can do that tomorrow, and then I'll record my video of the end of month summary as a sort of like a flat line for that. But that's me done for tonight. Thank you for everyone who hung out in the stream tonight. Thank you all those who contributed to the Reddit post and the Wowhead blog. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Darkwing. I'm going to just finish it up there tonight. Feel free to go on to whoever you may will. Have a happy Halloween if you're celebrating it tonight. If not, have a lovely rest of your evening. And I will see you hopefully another Sunday soon. I don't know which one next. Hopefully maybe next Sunday. We'll see how things go. But until next time, happy gold making, and I will see you very, very soon. Good night and farewell.